The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Caleb going to throw right away. Williams looking to do it himself. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Looking to throw is Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw, Williams. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 16 yards. That's good. For a Bears.
Here's Williams. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. To the air once more, Williams. And this is going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing is Williams. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, and especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him in their game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Test ready.
Now Love. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Let's go. 52 Blue.
Typical, body overdoing it, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical. He's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away, I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a model, that's so typical, body of the dominance, that's so typical, tell like a god, that's so typical, he's still modest, so typical, don't wanna talk about it, so cynical, so don't cut it out. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away, I'm honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet. That's so typical.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Today, we continue on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And in the snow, we're underway here at Soldier Field. unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. On the move left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A huge play right off the bat. 31 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
That's out left and complete to Burton. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
14 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing again, Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throw it again. It's Williams. To the right side. Caught by Burton. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Williams to the air once more. A big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. He works free, right side. Inside the 40. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
Ready up.
37-yard line.
Set, hut.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready.
A second down throw for Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
What is up?
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Now he takes carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Packers have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Second and 10.
6, 10 cycle. Come on, set. Squad red. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Practice, 6.
Yards to go.
Here we go. Black shot. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And it's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Headed left, buying time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he's in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. The Bears will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, ready. Set.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football, and they've got 2nd and long, 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
To throw is Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Packers.
Ready.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 39.
Back to throw is Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Clock 40. Green back. Hut.
On 4th down, Love. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
A big-time play for the Bears. 39 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Williams. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
What is up? Yes. Vegas.
To throw, it's Williams. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Red, yellow. Set, ready. 52, white.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2 minutes to play. First half. All tied at 7. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Here we go. Blue 32.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Slide two. Set.
Now Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he's taken down up past the 35. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Packers first down.
Ready.
On first down, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's go. Hut.
Love to throw. That one on target to Watson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
In motion, Reed.
60 red. Black open. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Down. Left. Red. Red. Hut. Hut.
On second down, Love. Playing out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's timeout for Green Bay, and will be their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
Come on. Set. Set.
Here's Love. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Let's go now.
They'll go for it. Love. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. First and 10 now from the 36.
What is it on?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to Odunze again. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That one good for 26 yards.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from 30 yards out. Santos' kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Blue check, set, set.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll push forward a little snow plow. Gain a yard as the snow intensifies.
On the ready.
It is 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Moving to his left. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's Williams. Moving left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
6 yards. That's good.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Throw on the run is complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion, Reed.
Black, 95, hut.
On play action, Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. 11 yards for number 11, and a 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Love toward the outside. Catch made by Watson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Ready.
Here's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track.
To the goal line and in. Austin Loveland. Touchdown Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will get out in front 17-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Whoa.
Jaden Reed on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's second down.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Come on, set. Hey.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Hurry.
First and 10. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Red, yellow.
Here's Love to throw. That one caught as Matthew Golden. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
First down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 10.
33.
First down.
Green.
Love to throw it on first down. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another. Bears first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Packers
On first down, it's Love. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready to go.
Williams to throw on second down. He's got Loveland free left side. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Throwing is Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They get 15 on that game. First down, Chicago.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
From the 33, here's second down and 9.
Second and 9.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
A 7-yard gain.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Throwing again, Williams.
19-yard line.
He'll get this out to Swift. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. In motion, Reed.
Yellow, 22, set.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Gervon Dexter in there and drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. Down on second and long.
Ready.
Now Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away. From the gun on third down, it's Love.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. To throw, it's Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. That's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Let's go.
To throw is Love. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Oh, wait. Move everything. A timeout has been called. It's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. He'll let this one rip. Looking for Watson. That's caught. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They fought till the end, but still will come up short. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Makes the score.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They are moving on in these playoffs.